going to be even more of a turn off for a woman, because you look like this great man, but really you're just super insecure. So that just makes it even, that's like seeing like someone who's super big as hell and he's just like super scared. It's like, it's even worse than someone who was like scrawny and Yo guys, it's your boy A Ken Z, back at it again with another video. And guys, you gotta work on fixing and healing your insecurities, man. If you really want a good, healthy relationship, good woman, or attract the right people, then you have to start with going inwards and changing all these things, because these things right here is stopping you from being the greatest man or woman you possibly can be. So let's get right into it. So a lot of you are probably going to watch this vid and probably think, oh wait, I ain't got no insecurities. That's might be true, but more than likely you probably do, and it's just your ego trying to cover up them things, because obviously it's your ego and we all know what that is. So because I can also say that because I also thought I had no insecurities too, and it turns out I was insecure. So these are things what I'm doing now. I'm still working on fixing. I've come a long way, I'm not gonna lie, but I needed to fix these things, because you end up attracting insecure people around you, and not only that, you either put off women or you attract insecure women. So, and that just leads to disasters. A lot of people aren't aware of this, so yeah. So I'll get into the story of how this happened. So oh man, it's so sad. I'm laughing, but it's so sad. Like this, I'm glad it happened, because it freaked me up that bad enough that it made me turn inwards and change for the best. I was down bad, man, for real. So when I was 18, I met this girl, and yo, we got to know each other. It was cool and all that, and I just never, things was getting in the way, so I never truly got to meet, like, I met her like 2 times, but I never truly got to, like, you know, get things going with her, because lockdown happened, and just before that there was a lot of like problems in my life and stuff, so I just couldn't really. So it was just a lot of talking, especially over the flipping phone and stuff, but obviously I still connected with her, so I did really like that girl, innit? But yo, what happened was, in the end, during lockdown, is I think because during like this lockdown I was so alone, and just like yeah, just so alone for the first time in my life, not distracted by loads of things. I guess a lot of things was like arising in me, and it caused me to act super simpy and just insecure, weak. Like I just started acting silly, man. And obviously she was shocked and probably got hella turned off by that. And then basically what happened is she just wanted to keep it friends. I said no, etc, etc, and here I am today. She ain't in my life no more, and it didn't happen. Nothing happened. So all them months of me getting to know her, whatever, and it was all, you could say all to waste. It wasn't to waste, but it was all, nothing happened, and it ended up leaving both of us hurt. And that was down, that is my fault. That was my fault. Whether or not she had her problems or her insecurities, it was my fault. You know what I mean? Because you got to take responsibilities for things in your life. So that was my fault. Eventually I started to understand that, you know, it was my fault, and I had issues, obviously. And then eventually it led me on the path of turning inwards, and here I am. So it was a good thing it happened, but yeah, it was on top of that, I couldn't even let her go. But yo, I'm gonna have to save the details of this story for a video, man, because yo, this is some next simp story, I'm telling you. Hopefully it's my only one, but yo, I'm gonna save the details of like it all, man, because yo, I was down bad. Oh my god, looking back at it. But yo, let's back to the video. I think a lot of people can't let go of their exes because of that, like, because They are, whatever it is, it could be, you know, fear of abandonment, loads of issues, whatever it is, it all pretty much stems from a big bubble of insecurity. So I believe that whenever a relationship goes wrong or something didn't work out with someone, I believe one thing you should do is turn inwards and reflect. That way you can make changes and prevent it from happening. So yeah, for majority of people, most insecurity does stem from, I guess you can say, childhood trauma. I'm not gonna lie. Like, most people have some type of like, they've had some form of emotional, physical neglect, abuse, whatever you want to call it. And this stuff don't go until you address the problems. So, and I wasn't even aware, because you don't really know what like abuse is if you've lived that way your whole life. You think that's normal. So I wasn't even aware of like, yo, this is actually pretty messed up, like what happened. So you really do have to turn inwards and look back on things for the greater good. Being insecure, being insecure is in the name. A woman is gonna be turned off by insecurity. Even not even a woman, a female girl, because it's in the name, insecurity. A female, they are attracted towards security. They need that in their life. Like, if you look at it from biology, they need someone there for security, a male for security. So if you're insecure, that obviously shows basically weakness in a sense.
And if you need to know what insecurity is, then you ass is tripping, because you know exactly what it is. That's like being like, always checking up on your girl or some crap, like, yo, you okay? Oh, where you at? Control issues, like, not letting her wear certain things, like, to a certain extent, obviously. Or being like, getting sensitive about jokes, all these type of things, man. Like, you know what it is. Yeah. All of that stuff is a turn off.
So pretty much it has to be fixed, man. Otherwise, you're just gonna keep going down the same path of just messing things up, or attracting a woman for your outside, whether it's your looks, money, whatever you want to call it, your outer confidence, yeah. And then you just mess it up again because you acting insecure and you don't even realize it. So, and then what can happen is you end up, becoming one of these flipping misogynistic people who hate women, when really it was kind of your own fault. So yeah, man, like, it's important to work on your insecurities. And I'm not even just talking about women too, like, I'm talking about life. Because if you can't secure, it shows a lack of so many things, a lack of emotional control in a sense too. It could be a limiting belief of yourself. All these things harm your success. It can mess up so many things. Like, seriously, most people don't get to where they want to be in life pretty much from insecurity. So, and they pretty much damage relationships, all of this stuff, suffering too from insecurity, man. For real, you gotta fix that stuff. I don't care like what other self-improvement stuff you've been doing. Yeah, you could work on your body, be super, loads of money, all these other things. Yeah, if you're still insecure, you're probably still going to feel not enough for a start. And second of all, it's going to be even more of a turn off for a woman, because you look like this great man, but really you're just super insecure. So that just makes it even, that's like seeing like someone who's super big as hell and he's just like super scared. It's like, it's even worse than someone who was like scrawny and scared. That's the way I see it. So find out where they come from, the root cause, address it, heal from it. It ain't going to be easy, and change your thinking patterns into a more healthy pattern. Like, it's been over a whole year and a half. Yeah, like a year and a half of me straight just working, turning inwards and working everything out with me, like my inside, like my mental health. I've also been obviously working on my outside because I've been working on stuff, but a lot of it has been inner work. It is tiring, man, but it's worth it, because once you do it, then there'll be less stress and less tire long term. You know what I mean? So it's worth it, but it's not going to be easy to do this. It's going to be pretty painful because you're opening things up within you, but it has to be. If you want to live the best life, you know what I mean? Flipping, you got to do it, man. And a lot of people do not do it. So that's not the point. You got to do it. If you clicked on this video, you probably know you got to do it too. I ain't messing with no girls, nothing like that. Pretty much because I know I need to fix myself up first, man, and make sure I'm solid. So then I can align with better women or girls, whatever you want to call it. As well as I can be secure on myself to attract more, or whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? I have better relationships, better dating life. So yeah, I ain't talking to no girls, nothing like that. I could say it's not my fault that I've got them, because it kind of isn't. But this is one saying I say: weakness is only acceptable until you become aware of it. So once you become aware of these things, and then you ain't changing or you're acting on it, then you're being weak. So everything before that, you wasn't even aware of the weakness. So that's fine. It weren't really your fault. But now, obviously, if something happens, it's your fault. So I'm on this journey, man, to make sure, yo, I'm good. You know what I mean? I ain't got to be perfect, but just make sure I'm doing way better than I once was. Feel me? Moral of the story is turn inwards. Your life is you. You get me? Everything what's happening is you, boy. So you know what to do. And there's many different ways you can turn inwards, but it's really just being by yourself and introspecting, whether that's through meditating, whether that's through looking outside a window and looking at your past and questioning it, whether that's through journaling. You know what I mean? That's up to you. That ain't up to me. I can say how I done it. I started meditating and all that stuff. So yeah, but you're still watching, you watch to the end and you're on the right path. I believe in you. You get me? You're gonna do very well in life if you work on these things. Because they're subconscious, man. You're not aware of it. Hope you guys enjoyed the vid. Yeah. Smash the like button. Comment what you think, what I can improve on. Subscribe and follow me more for fitness, motivation and wellness. Because that's what I'll be posting on here, boy. And it's been your boy, A-Ken-Z.